Party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Lowe's, Rumble, Aldo, Nice is the uncle.
Back in my college days, I took a coaching class and an older gentleman taught it. And, dealing with older people, usually some of them could talk ball. And this one, he ain't disappointing. He could do some talking. But my man's had a lot of quotables. And with that, this just brings me to my next point. One point my man's always used to push in class was, as an adult, am I becoming something I despise as a youth? I think it's just so crazy how, I guess the older I get and certain habits I start realizing that I have, and the way I look at certain situations is just so crazy how I'm just like some of my people in so many different ways. Things I used to say coming up, man, I never do this. I never like this. Man, I catch myself nowadays doing certain shit that used to irk me coming up from my people. And I think that's just so crazy how damn near as an adult, I'm becoming things that I despised as a youth.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Raj Move.
It's your boy Los, aka CAP.
So once again, we back at it, and I appreciate y'all kicking it with the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. And Rumble started us off with a good point, right? About first of all, what's the coaching class was he in? Do you think he was? I'm curious about that. I know.
I thought he was talking about a coaching class, about coaching basketball.
He was in a coach's class. I think he was in a coach's class, one of the coaches' class.
Oh,
but this shit sounded like coaching. He was in a parenting class.
Yeah, like coaching, yeah.
Life coach.
Life coach.
Yeah, some shit like that. Life coach.
Well, first of all, we got happy belated B-Day, my nigga Rumble. Happy belated B-Day, boy.
You know what I mean? And but yeah, I don't even understand what the coaching thing was, but I'm thinking with the context of the story that it had to be some kind of a how do you coach business coaching 101 or something, something like that. Anyway, he said,
let me tell you where I'm at on it. One thing I want to say what I appreciate from that boy Rumble is I never know when he's gonna say, and this brings me to my next point.
He said it real quick this time.
He said it real quick. Sometimes it happens at the end. It's like 3 seconds left to the clip, and he's like, and that brings us to my next point. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I was thinking to myself, well, I'm gonna save that one for last, but I was thinking, damn, Rumble, you probably are like one of your parents because you use the word irk. That shit irks me. And this shit is funny because it comes full circle, right? Because I think irk is back to a word that we could use. But for my mama used to use that shit and that shit used to irk me because I didn't, that was an old school word, I'm like, I don't know about no irk. And then on third, the one thing that I could say that I got from, bro, this shit's so weird because it hit me like it hit Rumble because I say shit I respond to niggas like, is that right? And I swear my daddy said that shit so much. And I'm like, every time I hear myself say it, I'm like, all right. So good point, Rumble.
I mean, I think there's something to be said for heredity, right? When it comes to acting out and acting and doing things that he said, things that you despised as a youth. Maybe you despised it because you was around it a bunch. There's a trait that people like to say when they throw it out. I don't know if I'm definitely not diagnosed this way, but people be saying all the time you're bipolar like your pa. I didn't hear my mama say that before. There's certain things that I used to despise that
That's
about
where you get that shit from.
I used to despise that about my pa when he'd be clouding about something 1 minute, then being just going off. But I feel
that's definitely you though.
But I mean, a lot of that I despised it, and now that's me. So I think heredity has something to do with that as well. So Lawrence talking about when he was growing up, how he despised certain things. He's like, oh man, I'm never gonna be that. But I mean, if you despise certain things around the people that you're around, a lot of times you're gonna end up being like them, just off GP.
I think for my dad, he just really never really. It took a lot to make him mad. Like he just used to be so cool in situations. Be like, "Dad, you supposed to be pissed off right now," and he just would always keep his calm. I'll be mad, or my mom be mad, or something happen. We all be mad, or upset, and he just be so fucking cool. You know, even when he whooped my ass, like he just was always cool about it. You know what I mean? My dad never did scream or holler. You know, anything when I was in trouble, and I find myself doing the same thing with my child, or in situations where, especially my cousin. If, things going haywire or something, I'll be chilling, and he be like, man, you don't care about nothing.
Now, I think your brother took after your daddy, man. You got that Shirley in you because you don't be cool. You're not cool.
I be chilling, man.
So is there anything, like he did say another thing, that he was becoming something that he despised as a youth, that you never want to become something that you despise as a youth. I kind of was looking at that scenario and just thinking about it in a like kind of flipping it on its head. That I think for me, to an extent, looking back on my youth, I might have been like, there was parts of the way that I rolled that I despised as an adult looking back, as opposed to as a youth looking forward. As a youth looking forward, honestly, I can say that I feel like I'm the kind of person that I wanted to be when I was a kid. Like, like I'm like, if looking like big scale whole picture, like yeah, I'm cool. I'm straight with how this whole life thing turned on. So I don't see it like that.
But it could be worse.
right.
Hey, I gotta address that. And honestly, Los, I want to know from you too. But I surprised the shit out of myself, because I'm not gonna lie. Like I went from private school, like from kindergarten to third grade, and then I switched to another private school in 4th through 6th grade, and then I went to public school, and bro, I was lost. Mm-hmm. Like I'm saying this, like I mean it. I was lost in 7th grade, 8th grade, I was lost. 9th grade, I'm saying, like, I really feel like at some point, I'll probably have to do some soul searching to figure out when it happened. But I feel you on that, Al. Mm-hmm. I feel like you had more of a plan because I already said it on the last podcast that at some point I just figured out I was gonna wing it. Mm-hmm. I'm like in a sense surprised, but I'm excited. I guess excited would be
proud of yourself.
I'm proud for sure, but like I'm excited. Like I can't believe the person that I became because I like myself,
right?
And I think that shit is healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like. I think it's cool to be like, I want to be a doctor all my life, and then you be a doctor, and that's cool. But like, life didn't work out for me like that. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna be. Yeah. But I'm just satisfied to like the extent that I'm optimistic of the person that I am right now. That shit's cool.
I really like the way you just said that, and I've told somebody like recently, and I get this question a lot about Best Friend Weekend and what's Best Friend Weekend about and what our brand is. And I tell people our brand is a lot of things, but at its core, our brand is cool. Like, Best Friend Weekend doesn't do things that aren't cool because the people who are in it are cool. Like, us three we're cool individuals. And I know that word seems like an overused word, like cutting, but it's factual. Like, we cognizant of our fly. We cognizant of the way we kind of carry ourselves and the things we like to do. And like you said, it's a very real thing that you get to a point you're like, man, I like who I turned out to be. I remember distinctly when I graduated college, and this is like a me versus me thing, right? I graduated college. The night of my college graduation, we go out to a party. I rolled out to that party with Dre Hype. Shout out, this podcast brought to you by Dre Hype and Lil Chris. Lil Chris, you still owe us on that bag. And you
hit us up.
you hit us up down bad.
You and your lagoons.
But we got there.
Small meat,
We got there and we got to the club, and I remember going I was drunk, and I went to the bathroom, and I'm looking at, and I'm washing my hands after I pissed, and I'm looking in the mirror like, damn, this who you are? That's what's up. Like, okay. When I was a kid.
No, when you just went to the mirror, you didn't wash your hands.
Well, I might not. No, I probably did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in the mirror. I don't think I'd be playing with my face and my hands if I did. But anyway, so it's a thing. Yeah, I got you. So it's a thing that we just, I think that we, as a kid, you look up and you're like, damn, this is the person I am. And if you're not happy with that, that's a problem, and you should probably start.
Well,
trying
I think
to
that's
work
where
on that.
problems. I think that's where problems ensue.
Yeah.
I think that's where like the problems start. Like if you look in the mirror and you see something that you don't like, whether it's appearance, whether it's finances, whether it's whatever it is, if you look in the mirror and you see something you don't like, I think that's where your problems start.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean,
but you can't control.
I think
that,
for
though.
me, I think for me, a lot of my problems was, for me, I was always hard on myself. Like, I wanted to be the best at everything. You know what I mean? I wanted to be good at this, good at that, good at this, good at that. I had to realize that you're not going to be good at everything, Carlos. All you can do is be yourself and be okay with that. You know what I mean? I still want more. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting more and still striving to be better every day. But you can't be, I had to stop being so hard on myself about everything. You know what I mean? I think that's one of my hugest problems growing up.
I think it's
still as an adult.
Yeah, it's so funny how I'm gonna tell you this, and I feel like I had somewhat of an epiphany, just in my thoughts earlier this week. A chick at lunch came up to me and she said, "I told myself this morning that I was gonna eat a salad, but I kind of want some Chick-fil-A." And I'm thinking, and my response to her was, "Don't you think it's kind of crazy that you gotta tell yourself to eat a salad?" You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you think it's kind of crazy that like you have a conversation within yourself, like that, like really and truly, like if you really think about it, you're like two people. You're your physical self and you're like your mental self. And your mental self is there, like you're both like you're there. You're present in both tenses, but like you got to tell your physical self often, "Hey, I need to do this. I need to go to this place. I need to take care of this piece of business. I need to eat a salad." And then your physical self, but also has a mind of its own, which is just saying things like, "No, I don't want a salad. Meat tastes good. Chick-fil-A tastes good."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to fight. You're literally like almost in a fight of like what feels good, what tastes good, then like what's good for you.
Your mind, boy, your mind is a hell of a thing, bro.
No, but
Pain is a hell of a drug.
I think that you touched on something, Raj, when you said that if you look in the mirror and you see something that you don't like, that's the be. It's like, but kind of where I was going with it is that you just can't control that, and the people who can't control that, like who look in the mirror and be like, "Damn, I'm too skinny," or I'm fat, and they're really slim. You know what I mean? And then they bulimic and all kind of other stuff. It's a lot of times when people look in that mirror and they see things that they don't want to see. So, I mean, Rumble used the word despise as a youth. I know we went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but it's just kind of it's what you see in the mirror is an important thing, and you got to kind of protect your own sanity.
This ain't number Rumble talk. This just Rumble talk.
A little random.
Well, I think if anything, it's deeper than telling somebody love yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's deeper than that. Like it really is like fight with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like get to where you need to get to like make yourself happy. Not just love yourself. Like sometimes you really got to get to a place where you can actually love yourself. Because sometimes it's hard. Like you say, when you look in the mirror and you might see something that everybody else don't see, but you see it, and that's what really matters. But you just got to fight with yourself hard enough to make yourself happy.
And then too, if you don't know how to love, you can't love yourself either.
How to love.
Wow.
How to lie. Hey man, let me let y'all know what burned my boot at this week. The first thing
before you do that,
no,
I want to say this before you do that. I gotta do it. I gotta say it.
He burned already.
Go ahead.
Start it over.
He
I
on the
really
pit.
think you should have I want you to have a and the sound effect that goes. I gotta have that. But that's it.
Fire at it.
Okay, so let me let y'all know what burned my boot at this week, man. The first thing is, man, look, both of these are pretty football centric. The first one, honestly, shotgun snaps at the goal line, dog. I'm gonna tell you why it burned my boot at. Last Thursday, I was watching the terrible Panthers against the terrible Buccaneers, and I had money on the Panthers, and then they tried this whole reverse flip around to Christian McCaffrey, and he got knocked out of bounds, and they didn't win the game when the Panthers should have won it, and they would have covered it, and I would have got paid. I was watching this whole documentary on the SEC about like how the SEC came to be and how football came to be, and it was talking about how football didn't have like it would be 5 yards to get a first down. So every team would just snap that thing, and like quarterback keep was the play every play.
That's crazy.
Like, if you need a half yard and you don't do quarterback sneak from under center cutting, I hate you. That burns my boot.
All I gotta say about that is that I agree. This shit makes me mad. First and goal from the goal line, and you in some sort of shotgun formation is bad coaching. Terrible coaching.
And I know why the Saints probably did it against the Rams this past week when they didn't run Teddy Bridgewater into it because we was already down one quarterback. But put Taysom in that end. Oh, shit, put Kamara under center.
Exactly.
I don't care. Just get a yard. Don't take the ball and hand it off. There's too many things. Like, you're giving it to them 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage when you can just fall forward. I hate it. It's like, it burns my boot on every level of sport. And like when I used to play, when we used to be on that game hard, right? NC2A and Madden and shit. Dog, I was always gonna run a quarterback sneak on 4th and inches. Always.
I'm gonna say this: when we was on the NCAA 2014, #1 in the world, Raj Smooth, I swear I would call you and tell you I'm running quarterback sneak. Or if we was on the microphone, we wasn't in the microphones at the time. But if we was on microphones at the time, I would tell you, hey, choose whatever defense you got to choose. I'm running quarterback sneak 4 times. If I'm first and goal on the goal line, I'm going quarterback sneak. And I don't understand why. I feel like, you know what's crazy? All right, just got another epiphany. I think that there's a lot to learn from Madden players. Yeah. For NFL coaches. Maybe not everything, but there's some things that you can learn about what's effective from effective players on Madden.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense in regards to creativity. Because they talk about people like the Lincoln Rileys of the world and and these coaches who coming up and are like the offensive masterminds and how young the Sean McVays. You can't tell me the Sean McVays, the people who our age, Lincoln Rileys, our age people, weren't big video game head people designing Madden plays when they were growing up. Like, they have to be. They're of our age and they like football. Like,
that's a good question to ask somebody.
Yeah. No, that's real. I'll tell you this, and it's kind of, off to basketball, but NBA 2K10, I feel like this is before the whole like 3-point era came about. We was in the house. And we used to do fantasy drafts between like 5 people, and the best players, the players that you would want on your team, was shooters. You want all shooters on your team. You want dudes that could shoot threes. You want your center. You don't want an old aging big body Shaq on your team. You want Andrea Bargnani who could hit the 3. You know what I'm saying? So like I really feel like the NBA went to like a 2K mode at some point in time. I really feel like the NFL, if they want to progress, need to go to a Madden perspective. Like, and they did for a little while because Madden you don't really run on Madden. You throw the ball all the time, and so they did that. But when you first and goal, just to kind of take it back to what burns my boot at, when you're first and goal on the 1, you go quarterback sneak 4 times. 4 times you won't lose yards. You can't lose yards on quarterback sneak.
You also teach your running back how to take a snap from under center. And I hate to sound too stupid about that, but that is not a stupid thing. Like, if Adrian Peterson taking that snap under center, he pushing the power harder than whatever quarterback they got. I know that sounds radical and whatever, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
It's radical as hell because if you put Adrian Peterson under the center, I know what you're running. So all we're gonna do is close the splits and focus on
do
the
it. Do it.
And he's not getting in.
Do it. Just do it.
He's not getting in.
Just do it. Come on. But no, what I just
That's
said.
my point.
What we just said. Stop. 4 times. You're not gonna lose no yards. You're not gonna lose.
Yeah.
No yards.
The worst case scenario, and then I feel like the odds are in my favor. But worst case scenario is you get first down and 10 from the half-yard line. Then that's.
And do you know my first play gonna be? Quarterback fucking
quarterback sneak right back. with Christian McCaffrey at running back.
Quarterback sneak.
Okay, I got another thing that burned my boot at that is kind of sports related, but no, not really. Listen, I want to play some audio earlier from one of my top rappers of all time, Master P.
Drew Brees just broke his hand. I know you're a big Saints guy.
Yeah, we coming back.
You coming back? Do you think there's
coming
any
back.
chance you guys might kick the tires on Colin Kaepernick? Like,
We need to. We need him.
absolutely, right?
Cap, we need you.
Right? It would be a great idea
I'm
for the
going home and
franchise.
let them know that right now.
Yeah?
We need Cap.
As you could hear, TMC kind of gave that boy the setup, but yeah, what burns my Buddha is okay. Let's just put it this way: the idea of Colin Kaepernick is dope when he not supposed to be on your team. Anybody who was Saints fan who said they want Kaepernick burned my Buddha.
Hey, I'm gonna be completely honest. Completely honest. I'm down for Kaepernick. I'm down for your movement, dog. If you want to be back in the league, I think you should be back in the league. But I just don't think you should come back to New Orleans. I really don't think that's the place for you.
I mean,
and what you're trying to do. The Wi-Fi bad out there.
Yeah.
What you know? It's not enough cameras. You ain't.
Police
you can't.
brutality.
The flights.
It's police
Yeah, the
brutality.
flights are
Out
bad.
to
Coming in
Sterling.
and out of there.
They got stuff.
You know, listen. The food too heavy for you. You stay in shape. We don't really do vegan out there. Like, just I think you should go somewhere else. I don't think New Orleans is the place for your movement.
I think you should go to the Steelers or somebody or the Jets. They got good teams.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or yeah.
not New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Anybody in that division, I think you should go.
we did. I like. I'm gonna take our number 7 over that number 7 every time.
All day long. Give me
That's
white
what I was
boy
gonna
right
say.
all day.
Specifically, we already have the white
At number
version
7.
of.
So we good.
We already got the white version.
And
of,
he's actually
Colin
been playing
Kaepernick.
football for the past 2-3 years. So we all right. I mean,
don't
I mean, if you
I
want
don't
to
know
get
if
back,
he the
do
white
your thing.
version of Kaepernick though, Raj. I think he tougher and shit like that too.
He's a Swiss Army knife, Kaepernick.
I want Kaepernick. They said he had a couple of opportunities, and they said he said he was interested to a couple of teams. They sent out some feelers to find out what's going on. I'm just being dead ass. I would love Colin Kaepernick in a certain situation to be whatever, but the way our quarterback situation set up, I don't want no other
We good.
quarterback besides the ones we got. And
We good.
I don't care how many Manyadis drill that Master P sell. He not selling me that one.
Nah, Mr. P. Nah.
I
You
think
know,
they
you
got
know how
some
sometimes
Manyadi
he
cleats
probably just
too.
tired. Nah, they probably rip like the Big Baller brand that is.
Nah, Manyadi is quality.
Manyadi is quality. It is.
It's a brand for success.
Oh, okay, well, do y'all thing. You want
Another.
some Manyadis?
I'm gonna give y'all one more thing that burned my. But what did you know? Okay, but while you saying that, did you not know that this is a real thing? Y'all can go Google it. That P offered to sign Zion before he signed with.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that?
Hey.
No. So
hey,
the deal was
hey.
basically that he wouldn't wear
You miss 100% of the
Manyadi.
shots you don't take.
He wouldn't wear Manyadis when he hooped. It would be an exclusive off the court shoe deal. So like he could wear whatever he want during regular time. I mean during hooping, but off the court he would have to wear Manyadis, and they was going to try
so
to
he
pay
could
him.
possibly get 2 contracts.
Exactly. So that's kind of genius for P to bring that as a thing. But I bet that man was like, no, I want to wear them off whites. I'm straight. I'd rather spend money.
That's what I'm saying. I was hoping that you was gonna say that, cause I'm like an exclusive off the. Nah, I'm good.
I'd be like, so you saying
I'll lose money for that shit.
No. See, you got a deal. You like, so listen. What if I just take Instagram photos in the Manyadis, all right? And like, on the take Instagram, I post them on Instagram. I take photos for Instagram in the Manyadis. But you know, when I'm out and about, I wear whatever I want when they catch me, and they catch me. But I post 2 or 3 pictures for Instagram a week.
So
in
the
Manyadis.
key word was exclusive. I'm not.
P would have paid that man some
wearing
money just to
Manyadis.
post. But I know that. But P would have paid that man some money just to post him just to post in some Manyadis. He'd have paid him some money.
So-
I would pay him some money to post in some best friend weekend gear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, where does it stop? Like with Master P
Nowhere,
is
as long as you
cool.
can trade.
I like Master P. I grew up listening to Master P. What I'm saying is I don't think Master P is big enough to like present Manyadi as a serious option
I'm not
off
saying
the
that.
court. Exclusively at that.
That's a bit much. Exclusive is a bit much.
I think it's brilliant. So I mean, I know y'all went off on whatever that tangent was, which is a very good tangent, might I add. But I think that it's a genius idea to try to go at somebody who has like a deal for that everybody's giving them all this money to do something on the court, and you say, you know what? Off the court. But I mean, it's the same thing as like having a sponsorship with Beats or having a sponsorship with Apple or whatever it is, and like you're working with some other company. It's just that this company is shoes as well, and it's synonymous with athletes. However, they want it to be a brand, a lifestyle brand. Like there's certain brands that probably could have came to Zion with that deal and he would have took it. Like you said, Raj, though, Munyati is just it's not on a level that anybody. Munyati, true.
Bro, let me tell you what I think would have been genius. I think if Master P, the mogul that he is, would have got together with like some sort of like engineer of clothing, a fashion, a big time fashion person,
Kanye West,
a basketball person. No, not Kanye West. That he got his own shit. I'm talking about somebody that don't have nothing to do with basketball. A scientist, like a chemist or whoever, and put together a shoe and presented it to Zion. I think that would have been cool. But that Munyati shit, nah.
That Munyati don't drip. Hey,
nah.
Let me let y'all know the last thing that burned my boot at this week, man. Listen, basically, the Colonel has decided he has a limited time offering in 40 locations in Norfolk and Richmond, Virginia. I was just in Richmond, Virginia. I should have been there, and Pittsburgh. And basically, it's chicken and donuts, man. The options are a basket that has chicken on the bone or chicken tenders with 2 donuts and a sandwich with a chicken fillet in between 2 glazed donuts. For 1 donut, it's $5.50. For the 2 donuts, it's $7.50. The combo is $6 and $8. Served hot, dropped hot, and you can add a donut to any meal for an extra $1. So,
what kind of donuts?
I have a lot of questions, man, and I guess my first question is, like, they're trying. I mean, it burns my boot. First, I mean, let's just put that out there. It burns my boot that they're trying to get in, that everybody want to capitalize on the chicken game. But my first question is, do y'all think that their marketing and their, I guess, distribution is set up so that if it busts, they going to have enough donuts and chicken? Have they, like, learned from Popeyes to be like, we going to have enough if this busts?
I think you're onto something. But what I'm looking at that you didn't mention is that there's a donut sandwich. There's a chicken sandwich there's a piece of chicken.
It's literally what I just said.
That is between. Did you say that it was breaded between 2 donuts?
Uh-huh. Yeah. He's got 2 options. One is like the chicken on the bone with the donuts, or you could get the chicken fillet in between 2 glazed donuts. That's the sandwich.
I missed it.
Yeah, but anyway, we talk about the same thing. KFC.
I think they're trying stuff. I think they learned from Popeyes and saying that I think KFC. I would imagine that KFC is bigger than Popeyes from a business perspective, and I think that they see that people like chicken. Like people like chicken.
It's more Popeyes,
and they're trying to figure out creative ways to get people chicken. And they tried to double down. You know what I'm saying? Like KFC
did have the double fillets of fried chicken with something in between. Like the patties was the chicken. They did make that.
And you know what it was called? You know what it was called, Aldo?
What was it called?
It was called the Double Down, which is what I just said. I like whenever I could do it to you too.
Well, so no, that's not the same thing. But I get you though, because you didn't say the Double Down is this, and then I said, you know what? They didn't. But I get your point.
I refer to the Double Down as if you should know what it is already, but it was called the Double Down. It was basically 2 pieces of chicken with cheese and bacon in the middle. So I think that KFC is adventurous. And I think that they're being adventurous, but also capitalizing on Popeyes' success. Successes from their chicken sandwich. I don't think it's sustainable. I think it's something that they're trying, and I think it's something that's going to fail. But why not try stuff? They got stuff that's being tried all the time.
I thought that thing was called the heart attack sandwich. I just never knew because that thing just looked like death.
The die today. I think KFC at this point is just throwing shit against the wall and trying to see what stick. because they say they have the Beyond Chicken shit too. So
Yeah.
I don't understand how you gonna go you gonna go meatless chicken, like plant-based chicken, which is whatever. I don't know.
Well,
what
a
the
lot
fuck
of people
that
doing
is.
that with
You don't live in Denver.
they do.
Yes,
they,
but
they-
okay. Well,
everything is Beyond
I get-
Meat. That's not just them though. Like
yes,
Burger
but I'm
King
saying
got the
they got a
Beyond
whole
Meat patty.
yes, but they got a whole restaurant where they just selling nothing but anyway. They just throwing so you go from the Beyond Daddy to we gonna throw death on a bun and wrap it up and sell it to you for $8. They just throwing
basically
shit
the
against the
Luther.
wall. They just they just throwing shit against the wall and trying to see what.
I have a real question about this. How do they dress the chicken? Is it like donut glaze that you tasting when you bite into it, or is it like mustard or something? Like what do we? Is it a pickle in there? Like what's going on?
I will
It's
say
mashed
this.
potatoes.
I think it's gonna be along the
It's
same.
mashed potatoes because it's KFC and Cohen.
mashed potatoes, nigga. What else you gonna get from KFC? And the cold.
I think it's gonna be along the same lines as the McGriddles. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you can't put too much on it, so it's you can't put all kind of mayonnaise and all kind of stuff. It's just gonna be chicken in
Glaze.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's chicken and donuts
And glaze. Like icing?
on the
They're
donut.
gonna-
Not on
they're
the
gonna have a
chicken.
spicy
I
icing.
think the chicken gonna be like nothing. And to be
But
to be
Raj,
honest, I think
the
the
chicken
chicken
and
sandwich should be smaller.
But the chicken waffles, like when people get chicken and waffles, isn't the allure that it's like syrup on the chicken too? Like I'm not a big chicken and waffle
waffles
person,
good, though.
but isn't it
Chicken
like
waffles good.
syrup? I mean, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing. Can y'all explain this?
No, you're right.
Can y'all explain
You're
this?
right.
part?
I'm with you.
Because I'm not a chicken and waffles eater, but I feel like people like the fact that it's like the sweet with the chicken, right?
Right. No, I'm with you. I think that
a little
the allure of it outside of the donut is gonna be in the breading of the chicken.
Mm.
So yeah, if they could infuse the breading with a syrup, then I think that's something.
Now you
think they
talking
onto something.
Now you talking cash right now.
We should have been in this board meeting.
Nah, then they got a double O on bathroom. You gotta get extra bathrooms when you start doing stuff like that. You got donuts and fried chicken with syrup in the bread. I mean, with glaze.
Have you ever
That's a lot.
Have you ever heard of Taco Bell? Taco Bell, it'll never get as worse.
I don't eat Taco Bell, so
If you think
there you go.
CAP is lying, you are probably correct.
I love my asshole.
And on to the next.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a
won't-
little TMI. Okay, so we got
Not eating Taco Bell, man.
a story that I want to talk about though. That's like it's been
From
in
the
the
back.
news that I'm very interested. I mean, I'm so happy that I get to edit the podcast because a lot of like we're not even gonna hear you right now, Los. The thing about it is, so a story I've been wanting to talk about is this Kanye Sunday service, and
Oh boy.
I went to the website
Service?
and it just says Sunday service, and that's all it says. So I had to do like a lot of just kind of searching and looking for it and trying to figure out what it's all about. Raj, I know you know a little bit. Can you give us kind of the overview of what Kanye Sunday service is all about and your thoughts on it? Because I know you have some thoughts on it.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say this musically. Y'all know I love Kanye West. I really do. I really, really, really like Kanye West a lot. I think that musically, he's one of the greatest. This Kanye Sunday service I think it's beautiful. I don't know who is involved. I don't know how you get involved, but I would love to go to a Kanye Sunday service. I've always been a person that I don't necessarily like the music involved in church. Like I always felt like church could be just give me the message and let me go home. I don't have to do all of the singing and dancing. But I would love to do a Kanye Sunday service. I think it's great. I've seen him remix some songs into gospel songs, and I feel like Kanye has like scoured the earth to try to find the most underground church singers. And that's where you got your best singers at. Like, can we agree to that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got your best singers in church, and I feel like he went to a bunch. He went to a bunch of churches to try to find the just underground talent, and took them on under his wing to sing amazing songs, and I love it. I love it. I love it to death. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. I feel like Protestant churches all over the country could just get rid of their choir directors and their choir, and then just play Kanye choir songs for the rest of the eternity.
Something about that live performance though is like, I don't know about it on tape, but I don't know. Like, I guess when I was looking it up, it said something about how this kind of started last year, but the first one was at Coachella. And then like a couple of weeks ago, it was somewhere else. Then it was in Chicago last week. It was in Atlanta this past week. And Kanye just showing up, and I watched like a 10-minute video of him on stage just kind of singing and saying stuff like, he died for us and he lives. And just singing little stuff and being very Kanye with some music playing in the back, and people was kind of harping on every word. A lot of what I've been hearing people say, the term they've been used is cult, that Kanye is creating a cult. Los, what are your thoughts on what people are saying about that part of this?
I don't think it's a cult. I just think people, for me, I think it's then like they going to see a concert, a Kanye concert, just seeing what he's going to do next. Because the things I saw online, it was him just kind of like he redid Aaliyah song, one of Aaliyah's songs. You know, and it's like Kanye is great at sampling songs and redoing them and make them hot. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's creating a cult. I don't think it's a following. For what I know about it, it's not a certain people who follow him around everywhere he goes. You know, I know he has his choir and all that, but I just think Kanye being Kanye is like a little private, intimate concert. You know what I'm saying? I like have to be on Sunday with a bunch of church, with, I guess, church-like songs.
I like the way you put that. And that's a good response to tell. Like. That's a good response to tell a lot of people that it's not a cult. It's just like a Kanye concert that's a Kanye gospel concert. You know what I mean?
It's a little intimate daddy, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm from what I understand, it's free tickets to go to it and stuff. Like whenever they put it out, it's free, and then it's the first people who sign up get to go, that kind of thing.
How does a cult start? No, I don't think it's cult in that perspective. I think, when you have a cult following, I think that like almost you're larger than life. I think Kanye is assembling some sort of cult following. To me, this does smell of a cult following. Not cult in the sense that, we're going to be drinking poison to all kill ourselves, but just a cult following that like Kanye is the leader of a new religion. I think that he's going to try to create a new religion. And I don't know if it's going to be called the religion of Kanye. I think that it'll still be Christian.
It's called Jesus.
He'll portray himself as a cult leader. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that's someone you want to follow and someone you want to listen to, and someone that can and will, if they tell you to drink this poison, they will. Like I think that he's already
thought of himself like that. I think most hot rappers or entertainers have a certain type of cult following. You know what I mean?
But not like Kanye, because Kanye's not just a rapper.
That little kid who snitching right now, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he had a cult following.
I hear what you're saying, Los, and I think you make sense. I think it sounds like that a lot of people use the word cult following though and mean it, but like the meaning of that means kind of like just a lot of people follow you. But I think when you really kind of break it down to like if a cult following, Kanye is kind of closer to, you know what I mean? Like almost the people who listen to him follow him for a different type of reason. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the kids who were following that little dude was going and trying to get tattoos on their face doing the same dumb shit he was doing. You know what I mean? Start doing that internet troll and all that extra stuff. Like that's similar. That's similar to a cult. Like motherfuckers trying to emulate everything you do and listening, hanging on to every word you do, trying to be like you or following you wherever you go. Or willing to do if you say do this, they'll do that. That's the same thing.
Okay, I'll give you that rappers in general across the board probably have.
I was just kind of
followings that
are.
Just
saying, little dude.
Yeah, you're talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine just as one person, right? But
it was crazy.
I think the way you said that though, I think a lot of people could like come back and say, well, Triple X Tentacion had people like that, and other people might look at Eminem like that and I feel like Eminem is a really good example of someone who had like a cult following. But I would say Jay-Z didn't have a cult following. I would say Eminem did. I would say Kanye is of that mold like Eminem to have like a cult following.
Jay-Z made everybody take off We stopped wearing throwback jerseys for the Jay-Z.
I completely disagree with I disagree with the Jay-Z from. I'm just saying that it's different when it goes more than artistry, and I guess maybe you can go into that whole idea of Rockefeller. But I don't think that when I think Rockefeller and Rockaway, I don't think just Jay-Z. I think that if you're saying that Rockefeller had whatever because they were real hot, then you would be able to say that P. Diddy had a cult following because people was wearing Sean John. I don't think that's the same thing.
No, I'm saying like when Jay-Z stopped wearing jerseys and said whatever plus I wear button up, throwback jerseys stopped selling like heavy then. Like almost
I don't know.
Immediately.
There's three of us. What you think, Raj, about the conversation we're trying? I mean that idea of a cult following. Like, is that just everybody, or is it just kind of a special?
No, I think people like Jay-Z. I think people like P. Diddy and the things that he does and his Sean John at one point in time. But I think Kanye, I hold Kanye to a higher standard. Kanye does different stuff. Like Kanye's not just rapping about stuff. Like Kanye not just like death of auto-tune. Okay, well then shit, we don't want to listen to auto-tune no more. Like I think that Kanye has a following. Fashionable following, because I follow him fashionably. I think that he's got a rap following, but I also think he's got a mindset following. And I think Kanye is crazy, and not crazy in the sense that I think he's crazy, but crazy in the sense that he's already deemed to be like bipolar, and he stopped taking his medication because we love. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the show on Netflix with David Letterman, where it's two people talking. Well, Kanye was on there, and he's basically like, y'all can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have me crazy, and you can't have me on my medication. So I figure I just stop taking my medication and then just function in life crazy. And not necessarily to say that like I'm functioning in life crazy to where, like you shouldn't follow me, but I'm functioning in life to where that's what y'all like. This is what you want from Kanye. And I don't think that any other person in the rap game has that going on for him. So I think that what Kanye is doing is a lot different. And I think that what Kanye is doing,
I think they're going to church because he's musically talented, dog, and the music sound great.
Okay, so
they're not going there.
And we had kind of went a little bit diverged from the conversation about the Sunday service, and I want to go back there. But I think that the just talking about quote unquote the cult following was just that's what I would kind of living in that conversation.
I don't think so.
I think that it's the reason I threw Eminem as a person who is that is because there were legions of white boys, like little young white boys at a time, who was like, whatever Marshall Mathers do, I'm cutting my hair, I'm doing this, I'm whatever. Mm-hmm. And he had that crazy aspect to him. Like people was like, Eminem is crazy. He's rapping about crazy shit. He's like the things you would hear him say on the album, people was like, no, that's something not. He's talking about killing his wife and his baby mama and all kind of crazy stuff. And so I think there's an element of crazy that needs to that kind of gets rolled up in the cult following. And I know the word crazy might not be politically correct. We talked about that before, but I think that that's kind of what the difference is, Los, in comparison to like a Tekashi 6ix9ine or a Jay-Z. I don't think we ever looked at them as crazy people. You know what I mean? But when people follow
Tekashi crazy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of looked at him as a little poser. You know, you watched The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he was just making like trying to be cool, but like
but
not crazy.
People don't
like
realize that. We know that because we of age. We of age, so we know that. You know what I mean?
But to me, that's the difference.
Kids, just like. But anyway, with Kanye, stay on topic. I feel like with Kanye, only reason people going is to hear his music at the Sunday service.
And
that's
I mean,
no, I would go listen to his music because
I was trying to let you defend your point about that though. Like we were still on topic that.
Oh, okay,
Tekashi
my bad.
6ix9ine is.
But yeah,
like,
but Tekashi, but
like, I don't see him being legit crazy, and it's not about who's following you. It's about like the person they're following. I think is kind of what. Okay. Is more of an indicator, but
is he really crazy?
I don't know, but I think they got married to what you're saying as well. I just think it's an interesting thing to say. You know, that person has a cult following, and I think Kanye specifically fits the mold of what someone would say. But the first point you said is that you don't think it's a cult following. You think people just want to go watch a concert, and I think that is on a lot of levels true. But I also think that a lot of people out there are like kind of like, oh. if Kanye did come out with a church and that man was on TV like Joel Osteen and stuff every Sunday, there would be a lot of people waking up watching Kanye service on Sunday mornings.
As long as he's playing music the entire time.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, not the entire time.
No,
but most of the time.
I disagree.
As long as he remixing songs and it's dope and like it's a little concert the whole time, yes, people will watch it. But if he gets to talk and preach to folk and all that, nobody's watching that.
That's not the truth. I just completely disagree with that because you 100% watch the entire. You ain't got the answer, Sway. You watch that. If Kanye uses that same energy towards the gospel, I think that people gonna be watching that. So all that to say, I want to say this. Whenever you was going on the Tekashi 6ix9ine thing, on the Tekashi 6ix9ine tangent, Tekashi 6ix9ine is young. Like I think that he appeals to young people that's just trying to be different. Kanye West is our age. He appealing to people that are our age. Like he is shaping the minds of adults. So like I think that it's a lot different to compare Tekashi 6ix9ine to Kanye.
I don't think Kanye West is shaping nobody's mind, Roger, at all.
Well, he is because he's doing it through music. And I think if you enjoy the music and then in the middle of the music you got an interlude of Kanye talking, you're gonna listen to him.
About
you're not
what?
gonna just get on your phone.
Yes, I'm gonna listen
about whatever he's talking about.
Yeah, because I want to see if he's gonna say something crazy. That's it. That's the only reason I will listen. I wouldn't take nothing away from Kanye and be like, "Oh, I can apply it to my life." No.
Well, we
it's
can
Kanye
kinda,
West. I want to hear him say that George Bush don't like white people again. Like, so I want him to say something stupid like that. I'm not listening to Kanye West for any.
However, if we go back to the first points we were saying at the beginning of the podcast about when you looked at yourself in the mirror when you was young, right, and the person you grew up to be, like, and you were like, and you're having this conversation with yourself about who you want to be, and we said that it's a problem if you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see. I'm like full circle. Like, you can only speak for you. You're saying that you can look at Kanye West and be like,
that's true.
I just like his music and whatever. I'm not going to listen to no Kanye West and all of that. But I feel like there's a lot of people who would sit down and be like, you know what? Kanye is talking some sense, man. And I really like the music and I really like why do people pick churches to begin with? What makes Joel Osteen or TD Jakes exactly? That's kind of the point, right? And if they like Kanye, then it's not a hard sell for me to say that people would do that. Now, I got another question on this same line, and it's about this.
That's a hard sell.
Kanye West kind of was like, aligning himself with Trump, and black people was like all for Kanye. Is that the quickest way to get back in good with black people? Is just Jesus?
Let's go to church.
Like,
you already know.
Like, once he's back with Jesus, is it like all things?
Oh, we good. We good, Kanye. You bet. Oh, okay. You like? Okay, cool. You putting on concerts on Sundays for free? Cool.
Because I mean,
we back on you.
I got two things in my head that either he doing it to get back in with the black folks, or if he had a motive. If one of them would be to get back in with the black folks, and the other one would be like to capitalize on maybe an album and other stuff coming forward. I would think that those would be kind of the two things that he would be doing. Not to say that it's a ploy, but if it was a ploy, that would be the reasons. And I think black folks is really quick to forgive and be like, all right, Kanye, come on back. We love you.
Hey, if you can sing, dribble, and run fast, we'll forgive you real fast.
I mean,
we good.
It's a thing, man. And I think the Sunday service thing is. I mean, if it come to Houston, I'm gonna be trying to make sure I'm the first.
Definitely trying to get some tickets. I'm trying to get some tickets. Definitely want to see what's going on. Free Kanye concert.
It'll be like all of the livest people there. Like the livest people will be figuring out how to get there, and it'll be a big. Yeah. It'll be a big party. It will be exactly that kind of thing.
Weed smoking, all that kind of stuff.
Before we get out of here, let's get a little quick word from one of our sponsors. So 5 young Xavier alumni have come together to create the Black Coffee Company, man. Y'all visit theblackcoffeecompany.com to check out their art, apparel, and definitely their coffee. With 5 unique blends of Colombian, Brazilian, Ethiopian, and Peruvian coffees, these brothers are giving you some of the best Java from around the globe and some food for thought as well. These fellas aren't only distributing quality coffee, they preach the major tenets of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and community empowerment. The whole movement is dope, but don't take my word for it. Visit theblackcoffeecompany.com and see what all the fuss is about. The Black Coffee Company. Coffee for the culture. So yeah, just make sure that we're going to be one of our next Best Friend Weekend need to be one of the network partners for them boys, man. Don't be scared of the brand. You know how we do it, man. That's another thing. But y'all just talk all of that stuff about Kanye. I hate to jump from one thing to the next. I'm looking right now, and they said that he's got a service on Sunday and a service on Saturday. Now cue up that music for nothing.
So cue up that
nice.
mic.
You can't say anything nice. Don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo nice.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
So you speaking of crazy, I mean, I just spoke last week a little bit about Dennis Rodman in that 30 for 30 documentary, and I just so happened to watch it a second time earlier today. My first thought, honestly, was, why is Dennis Rodman's skin so dark these days? I mean, I'm not saying I'm hating. I'd rather people get darker when they age and not look crazy light skinned like Sammy Sosa and Lil' Kim. But that's like, because, you know, Sammy Sosa and Lil' Kim is scary and whack. But as I was saying, is it just me? I feel like when black people get blacker, it's like a side effect of crack. I looked up hyperpigmentation online and couldn't find no drug links, but I swear they in there. But, you know, anyway, I digress. Dennis Rodman was living a hard life. I'm not telling you nothing you don't already know. The thing that stuck out to me this time I watched it was the relationship he had with his kids. He's got a grown daughter on the documentary. Nice. I mean, she was like nice, married to a white dude, nice. But she was nice. Side note, do white parents approve of their sons marrying or dating black girls under the same pretenses as their daughters dating black men? Follow me. Follow what I'm saying right now. I've always thought that white girls' parents will let them date a black man if he's a celebrity or if he's like in sports or if he has money coming. They'll be more okay with it than if he's just a regular black dude. I'm not saying everybody as like a whole, but I think that softens the blow. Does it work the same way? Is it like he brings Dennis Rodman's daughter home and they're like, oh, she's black. Oh, she's Dennis Rodman's daughter, so she has money. I don't know. Just some food for thought. Damn, I went on a tangent again. If it was his daughter talking noise and his ex-wife talking about how he don't have a relationship with his kids, and then it was all drove. So Dennis was on there saying he never learned how to love from his mama. I heard all that, and all I could think was, I'm 100% sure of one of three things. One, Dennis Rodman is special ed, like without a doubt, 504. Or accommodations, modifications. Most teachers and students in the classroom, special ed. And either his ex-wives are special ed too, or they overlooked his special ed-ism because he had that check, fame, and LA mind. And I'm of the mind that if they special ed too, well, that's a tough situation for the kids either way. But if they knew that he was special ed, they just went along for the ride, I don't feel sorry for them or them kids. And I ain't got nothing nice to say about financially stable children with a lacking relationship with their absent special ed famous daddy. So I won't say nothing at all.
Listen, it's three. Number one, it's three. But the thing about it is, you can't blame the kids.
They know he's special.
The women knew that man was special ed as hell, bro.
Okay.
But you can't blame them kids for that. It's not them children's fault.
That's not them children's fault, but I'm not feeling sorry for them.
You got to feel sorry for them.
I'm not feeling sorry for them. And
that girl half white too, so they count for something.
And they got money.
Yes, she
they
did
half
know.
white.
Yes,
the mama
yes,
did.
she did.
And
they was financially taken care of forever. She knew that man was special. And all that she knew that man was special. You can't sit and have a conversation with Dennis Rodman for 2 minutes and not know that boy's super special. But the thing about
I think they got a difference. I think they got a difference between special and whatever Dennis Rodman is.
He not Welvin.
It's like
he's
no,
close,
he's not.
though.
You're right. He's not Welvin. He's not
little bit
Wings.
above.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He functional.
He like, yeah, he like in the band special. You know what I'm saying? Like that type. You know, I'm not talking about everybody in the band. I'm not talking about everybody in the band. I'm talking about the dude that we know that was in the band that was regular, but not really regular.
Mortal Kombat.
That liked Mortal Kombat. That liked anime. That liked piercings and like shit that normal black people don't like. That's Dennis Rodman.
I think he's a little more special.
So cool. We call that special.
I think he's a little bit more special than that, Raj. I don't think
he's
he's just
a little bit more
weird.
special.
I think he.
Well, I didn't see the documentary,
weird.
so I don't know.
His mind, like Dennis Rodman's mind thinks.
Anybody who grow a foot in 2 months when they're 24 years old.
There's something wrong with you. That's handicap. That's a handicap, dog. That's you like me jumping to 6'5". That's 6 what? To be going 7 foot right now.
Well, let me ask you a question. Look, would you go crazy? How do you think that your psyche would be if you right now grow to be 7 foot and and you're nice in basketball. Well, not right now. Let's say 10 years ago.
Okay.
You're nice in basketball. All of a sudden, you go from my life expectations are I'm gonna work in retail for the rest of my life, or in a day, or in a month, or in a year, to I'm playing in that league.
My psyche is gonna be thank you, Jesus.
But that's you don't know what your psyche is gonna be.
I know exactly what
that's
my
what
psyche
I'm trying
will
to
be.
say.
I'm telling you what my psyche
him
will
and
be.
his mama, like I think that was part of like when you watch the
Yeah, they got
documentary,
into it.
that's part of the beef with him and his mama because when he was a 5'8" or 5'10" cat,
He was getting into it and stuff. Yeah.
just was sitting around the house at 22 years old, not wanting to do nothing, and was like, and getting in trouble for stealing and looking special ed. If you look at his pictures,
Ooh,
then all of a sudden, he shoot up and he going to college somewhere to hoop, and his mama like he resenting his mama. No, he resenting his mama for like putting him out. She was supposed to put your ass out. When you're 21 years old, just sitting around the house, and not wanting to have a job.
Like he ain't want to do shit. Yeah, you ain't want to do shit. And
look, the coach came to his house to like make him try to come to school, and he locked himself in the bedroom and wouldn't come out.
Like his first day, he
22 years old.
He's like 22, 23. The man got him way out there. Got him out there. He locked himself in his dorm. He was like, nah. Nope, not coming out.
No, brother, that's not
For
the
like
part I'm
hours.
talking about. I'm talking about the part he did that at his house. Like his mama had kicked him out the house, and the coach said, "I'm gonna come to the house for a visit." So she let Dennis come back to the house so the coach could visit with him. He went in his old bedroom and locked himself in there for 3 hours, and the coach was in there like knocking on the door until he actually came out.
Did he do the same thing for practice too?
I don't know, but I know that part is what I'm talking about. That happened at his crib. So all of that to say, if it happened at school or if it happened at his crib, that's crazy. Like that's like Dennis. It was a lot going on, and I guess
I think they gotta. I think there's a lot of weight to bear going from shit to sugar overnight. And you know, I think the expectation for me, if I knew that happened to someone, I would expect them to turn into Dennis Rodman rather than just be a cool dude.
No,
if somebody went from 5'10", if somebody went from 5'10" to 6'9" at 21 years old and then ended up in that league, if I go to 6'10" right now, I'm gonna be in that league. I'm letting y'all know right now. And I don't know how I would handle that situation going from 5'9" to 6'9" in overnight or in a year. And I'm doing regular shit,
and you're gonna
go
play basketball.
I think that there's certain things that a lot of things that we are kind of experts at, that different people are experts at. I feel like Los should defer to us on certain things. I feel like I should defer to you guys on certain things. I think this is one of those things where working in education, as long as we have, you can tell when somebody is. You can tell when somebody's special, and you can see like the whole.
Around a bunch,
you can see the whole.
He letting girls dress him up, putting on lipstick, going outside with dresses on.
Well, that's not to me. That's not the most crazy part. That's just having older sisters. I think. Honestly, you know what? You're wrong. I mean, I'm wrong because those were his younger sisters, so that is special. When your younger sisters dressed you up and got you walking outside in girls' clothes.
But my thing is, you're a boy, but they got you. But you go outside like that. Like, come on, man.
If that's your younger sisters, that's crazy. Yeah. Now, I mean, it's a lot of things with him that, like, just kind of watching it. Yeah. Just watching it, and I was like, oof, that boy is Dennis Rodman on some next level stuff, man. Yeah. Listen, this other story though, man. Once again, I'm rehashing last week just a bit. Okay, so a Pittsburgh doctor filed a lawsuit against former Steelers receiver Antonio Bounds, claiming that he had $11,500 in unpaid fees. Not only that, according to Dr. Priss, claimed that Brown repeatedly... Man, I had to look this shit up, dude. Because I saw the headline on Facebook and I was like, no way, this is like, why are you posting fake news? Dog, I had to look it up. Okay. Whew. Not only this, Dr. Priss claims that Brown repeatedly farted in his face and laughed about it during their consultation when he showed up 3 hours late.
It's on WorldStar.
That man was farting.
It's a video. It's a video.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They got a video of him farting?
Dog, he would just sit, that man was working on his shoulder, hit the little thing on, he go, my bad, doc. Like, no, it was loud. It wasn't like, and then he put it on his stomach. He like, my bad, doc. He wasn't late, just kept saying, my bad, doc. People around him was laughing. He smiled with that little, he got that little weird ass smile. But nah, he wasn't just busting out laughing. But he did. The doctor was sitting down and Brian was standing up. So it was pretty close to his face.
That man was fighting.
Yeah, loud too. It wasn't like a little poop.
Cutting. Raj, I need your thoughts on this part of it. How does it devolve from cutting? We canceling that man because of sexual assault. Are we canceling that man because of sexual harassment? Are we canceling that man because of beating on women? To the point where just anybody coming, like, cutting that man fight. That man fight. He fight like cutting. Cutting.
I said this already. I said this already.
Fight, cutting.
If you didn't already think there's something wrong with Antonio Brown, there's something wrong with you. I mean, how much more evidence do you want that something is seriously wrong with you?
Why that's a cutting? Why is that something that needs to make the news, cutting?
So I think that's just the icing on the cake, if you will. He owed that doctor $11,500. Like, pay that doctor his $11,500. But like in the meantime, I'm gonna let y'all know that man, if y'all need more evidence that he crazy, he kept fighting in my face. Not only does he owe me $11,500, he continuously, repeatedly. Yeah. That's the key word. It's not fart. Yeah. The key word is repeatedly farted in his face. Oh, my bad, doc.
Yeah, just like that. So cool. Like, it was loud, bro. Look at it. I just sent it. Look at it. It's funny as fuck.
I'm not watching that right now, man.
No, watch it. Watch it.
Why is Antonio Brown fighting on the doctor, man? And why is that making the news, man?
But listen, the first time the doctor didn't say nothing. The second time, he's like, oh, man.
You know how much I hate people who fight, like, around other people, cutting? I hate that, cutting. Antonio Brown, wow, cutting. He's special just like him, cutting.
No, he is special.
Cutting. I only really had, like, one more news story that I wanted to... I don't want to go deep and dive on it. I'm just asking y'all a question. Now, this might be a little not correct, but okay. So this story been, and I mean, I haven't asked y'all about this at all. So they got this relief pitcher, Felipe Vasquez, for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's been in the news for the last couple of days. He's in jail because he tried to have sex with a 13-year-old girl and sent her nude photographs and videos of himself, like, jacking off. He's 28, and he was arrested earlier this week in 6 counts in Pennsylvania and in Florida, related to his contact with the girl. She like 16 now. So he was 25, she was 13 at the time. Wow. He met the girl while he was in a bullpen, like back there ready to pitch, and he communicated with her through text messages and social media. He said that he claimed initially that he refused to communicate with her due to her age, saying the girl appeared to be 16 or younger. But then next thing you know, they're exchanging whatever, text and stuff, and then he tried to smash. So say he never killed or whatever, and all the rest of these things, right? So he's in a lot of trouble for this, and he's admitting to all of it. My question is, that man is from Venezuela.
Oh, they do that out there.
Is it that simple? And that's literally the question that I have. Like,
it's fucked up. They do that, dog.
Like, is it? I mean, I know all of y'all grandparents. When your grandfather was 25, he was married to your 13-year-old grandmother. He was married to your 13-year-old grandmother. It was a thing in the 1930s and 40s. Yeah, like she was like 7, 8. Yeah, and he was 29. Like that. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. That's how it was back in the day. Yeah. My question is just: is that like a cultural thing that man just so free with it? Because I know when I went visit Tim in Panama once, I remember our little tour guide dude saying that one day, like, just like, yeah, when they're young, yeah, dudes be catching them when they're like 15, 14 years old because they find this shit or whatever at this age and whatever. And it just was like common, like, yeah, they mama know, they know. That's how they roll.
I was just about to say that it was a little girl that, a while back that I knew, where I worked at. And something similar happened to her like that, and she was kind of upset about it, or whatever. And they filed CPS and all that. Come to the mama like she'll be okay. It's fine. Y'all need to mind y'all business.
I don't know. I just think it's a very, I don't know. It's like when people, I guess the biggest takeaway from this for me is when you come to somebody else's country, you gotta abide by their laws. So since he's in America, you gotta act like Americans act, even if that's what you do where you from. Even if that's socially acceptable and you would have got away with it, maybe every year he go back and play ball in Venezuela, and he played winter ball in Venezuela every year. And maybe he got 14 and 15 and 16-year-old little chicks down there, and it's all good. You can't do that out here. Like, that's the...
Cheering, man. Come on, dog.
But I think this was the point. This is why I brought the point up. You saying they're cheering, I just don't think everybody look at it that way. In different places. Like how we was talking about R. Kelly and this big thing about surviving R. Kelly and when he had the little girls and whatever. Like if R. Kelly was a famous musical act in Colombia, that might be okay. Like am I
Well, no, I think not only would he be okay, he'd be like, we wouldn't even think twice about chastising him for what he's done. But no matter how different I want to be, I have American values, and I'm placing judgment on that man. I don't care where he from for smashing something 13.
He said he didn't
like
kill,
that's
though.
not okay.
He said he didn't smash.
No, well, I actually just read it.
Oh,
he said he couldn't fit that wood inside.
That's
of
what
it.
he said.
He said so. He
was in the car.
He said I couldn't fit that wood inside of it, so I really didn't smash. But to me, if that head touched them lips, that's smash. You're not like, honestly, before that even happened, the fact that y'all even having conversation like that,
you pull your dick out on you, you down bad.
Like like you can't do that shit, and that shit should be like you've heard. I'm sure we've all heard about. Oh yeah, you go to jail and man, like you fuck with a child, niggas gonna beat you up. Like that shit didn't happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hear that shit. Like that's just American standards. So by American standards, from what I like, in the ones that I choose to accept, I think that man down bad, and I think that man don't deserve to be out here. He should go play in the Venezuelan baseball league. To be real with you, like if you can't get real, like okay, I get it. Like y'all do that shit out there. All right, cool. I tell you what, you're not welcome here. Go back to Venezuela, and we know who you are because you're nice. You play, you throw 97. So go. We know you. So go back.
That's how you feel, Raj?
No, that's for real how I feel. Like I really feel like that's fair. That's fair punishment.
Yeah, no. So
we're not gonna put you. We're not gonna put you in jail.
No, but he is.
We understand that your motives weren't ill. But your motives weren't ill. Like I'm saying, I know that he's gonna get the justice that they're gonna give him. But for me, the justice that I would give him is, look, I understand that maybe you were operating within the laws that you thought were right, but they're not. And you just don't know how to be an American, so to say the least. So I need you to go back.
Because he probably not
throw 97 in Venezuela.
Because he probably not an American citizen. If I had to guess, he probably just out here like
on a
playing
work
ball.
visa, huh? Come through.
So they probably just need to deport him more than anything. That should probably be like you
just send him back.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt right there.
Just send him back, and I think that's completely justified. Now, Raj Smooth will stand behind that. That man don't know how to act as an American. you smashed a 13-year-old.
He didn't smash.
I don't care if you couldn't.
Yes, he did.
I don't care if you couldn't get that wood in. You smash.
He smashed.
Go back. You gotta go back, cuz. You gotta go back.
How did he even get along with? Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
we'll buy your flight. The pirates should buy his flight. Go back.
The pirates go back. I mean, that's the difference between him and R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly knew how to be an American, and he just was doing it anyway.
We don't know if that man didn't understand that either, though. Like we just speculating, so we don't know if that man.
You give him the benefit of the doubt, Los. That man grew up in Venezuela.
No, I'm saying we don't know if he didn't understand how to be an American. I just think he a freaky little human being. Yeah, he did. He just like little 13-year-old girls.
Which might be okay
well,
in
then
Venezuela.
And then call it what you will. Dress it with whatever lettuce and tomatoes you want to dress it with. But the nigga did not know how to act.
I just want to put some ceremony between two donuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nah, my nigga, go. What I need you to do is look. We understand.
No,
I would be to me. That's very understanding. Because in essence, if he did know what he was doing, then he needs to be in jail for life.
That's what I'm saying. Go to jail. Let Big Meech knock him off.
No, I'm being compassionate about it. Like I'm looking at the justice. I'm looking at the hand of justice with compassion. And I think that it'll be okay for them to send that man back to Venezuela to live life as you like to live, but you can't do it here. You can't do it in America.
So where you gonna do it? So then R. Kelly lawyer gonna be like, where you gonna send R. Kelly to Venezuela?
As said.
But what if he want to go? He's like, if you send him to Venezuela, I want to go too.
No. R. Kelly knew better. So I mean, whenever we look at justice, we look at it.
Who's to say he didn't know better though?
But he did know better because he was raised here.
No,
you know the law.
I'm saying they
teach the law in
say
school.
Venezuela that they didn't know better. Somebody probably told him, "Hey man, whoa, you trip? You can't be with them little girl like that out here."
I'm reading right here.
I would give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm reading right here. The Venezuela dude at the University of Venezuela, he took a coaching class. It taught him. It coached him up how to answer police questions in situations like this, and so that man didn't know. Cause I'm gonna just go with he didn't know. Cause.
And he still don't know.
I guess now he despises his upbringing, huh?
Man,
Los, here's the thing. Los, let me paint this perspective before we get off air. Cutting that man, I'm reading about him. He's a 2-time All-Star in the major leagues. Baseball, they make the most money out of every single sport.
Yes.
I got a partner that got called up a couple of seasons ago. They was making $20,000 every 2 weeks on their check, like take home. Mm-hmm. You're making you're big baller. You got everything in life you ever and you're good. Mm-hmm. Not only are you getting paid well, but you're good. So you're gonna get paid even better for the future. Mm-hmm. 2-time All-Star. You don't have to smash 13-year-olds.
I agree.
I don't care which way you push it.
I agree.
Don't throw the R. Kelly thing into it. You gotta go.
That's why he should go to jail.
You don't.
I'm like, saying don't.
You should have went to the club, slapped the chick with $1,000 with $1,000 with one, and take her home and took her home. But you didn't. You decided to take the 13-year-old.
But I'm saying he should go to jail though. No, he go to jail.
That man should have a.
But why even waste?
Let's start a.
Why waste time? Why waste American resources on a Venezuelan nigga?
Because he
send a nigga to Venezuela
because he made American money. Shit, he making American money.
Send him back.
That's a good point, Los. I mean, I think we should capitalize on this. We should create a site, and it should be for dudes who like 13, 14, 15-year-olds, but like we gotta vet the women that they all gotta be 18 and over. But they gotta look like they 13, 14, 15, and 16. And then boys could just go over there and like mess with grown women who look like they're a little cheering. What you think? I think we got something right there.
And they just pay us for it?
Yeah. Like
to my prostitution.
No, we do it for free. We do it for free, Los.
To my prostitution. Okay.
When boys can't kill, cutting. I'm just saying.
It's like
Tinder.
Pimping? Okay,
it's like Tinder.
They
gotta swipe. Right. They swipe it left. That's all. It's like the left. That's all. That's all that is, man. Yeah, we about to be out of here, but I just want to one more time before. In the next 6 weeks, we are in a little bit of mourning. Raj and I had a whole talk that's never hit the light of day. We might drop it one day about Teddy and Taysom and who we was rocking with, and now we get to see that live out, man. I feel a way about Drew. But I don't think I've ever been as excited as I am about Sunday in a long time. I'm on pins and needles excited like week 1 of the season. Like I'm so curious as far as what the Saints are gonna be this week. Like it might be the worst thing ever and our season might be to trash. But maybe, just maybe, we still nice. And if we still nice, I'm going to be very, very, very happy walking into work with that little meme. This how the Saints walk into work with the Saints. All that.
I'm going to be drunk as hell Sunday if we still nice.
I expect us to be nice. Some people don't. I expect us to still be nice. So
all I want to say about the situation is if we are nice and we beat Seattle, especially if we beat Seattle single-handedly, then I'm going ham on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm going ham on Facebook.
Facebook has been
Straight
a
up,
very
that's all I got to
Facebook
say.
has been a very tough place for the last week because people like I'm not even gonna say that I'm not even gonna use them boys sound effect today.
Thomas.
Y'all know who I'm referring to, but people like them boys, cutting people from our hometown, they've been unruly this week. Like just nasty and like everybody who like whatever little random team they like from wherever just been on 10
Oh, they been
talking
mad, yeah.
noise about the Saints. Like why are you so mad at us? Like why are you so
But
mad at us?
No, I get it. Let me tell you what's sickening to me is that it seems like every week I discover a new nigga at like a different random team. And I just discovered a couple of dudes from where we from that like the Dolphins. Bruh, get out of here. Like, I'm so done with niggas from where we from. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I can't, shout out, this podcast is brought to you by Chris Powers, my nigga CP.
And
I think,
what's his name?
Bruh, I could.
Ed Colbert. Lil Rob.
Rob Colbert. Lil Rob. I'm saying, look, I could follow everybody. My Facebook following could be my immediate friends and CP, Tremont Gaddison, and Lil Rob. And I'm good.
I'm good, cuz. You're right. If you're not a Saints fan, I might as well mute you for all of football season because I'm not gonna be putting up with their shit. I'm tired of their shit, Roger. Raj, I'm sick of their shit, Raj.
As am I.
It's disrespectful.
That's all it is, man. So hopefully we back with a better mood next week, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. Make it a best friend weekend, and we will holler at you next week.
I'm running through your nigga house like a Tomb Raider. You got a pass around nigga. He a hot potato. I told him eat it or get out. That's your ultimatum. But stop licking my pussy hard. That shit aggravating. He ain't mine. I just let him eat me out from time to time. Call that pussy Pootie Tang cause I got the runny kind. He can't compare me to none of these bitches. I got that Beyonce, that dream girl, that listen. Hold on. Go a couple rounds, leave that dick up in a casket. I ain't want to take that nigga from you. It just happened. You know I ain't come boy if you have to ask me. Freak nasty. Lick on my hand, then I put it in his pants. Get to playing with that cock and make that motherfucker bam. And I walk and I talk like a pimp cause I am.
God damn.
Cause that shit would be so fire. I want you to just get the visual. If you put this on the podcast, if you don't, I want you to get the visual. You somewhere in public, cause that shit happened in public in my mind. You in public and your chick lick her hand.
The big lick though, like the big nasty.
Yeah, like with the drip.
Yeah.
Like lick with the drip. And stick her hand in your pants.
You got gray sweatpants on in your visual, huh?
I had jeans on. I always have jeans on.
Because I'm thinking it'd be hard for her to get her hand in my jeans. So that's what I was thinking. I had sweatpants.
Well, I actually was thinking if I had on baggy jeans.
I had joggers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
My
I probably wasn't thinking right.
I had two joggers on.
I was on lunch break in my visual.
All of the blood went to
another
spot, not in my brain.
I was on lunch break, my visual.
Yeah, them shorts, basketball shorts.
Yeah.
That nigga's stupid, dog. Y'all are so stupid.